Hey guys, what is going on? It is Spherical here. We are back with episode number 124 of Hunter x Hunter, and for your weekly status update on kind of what's going on here, maybe not even weekly, I might have done one of these not too long ago, but a huge change that you might not actually be able to see, but it made a big difference for me. I finally got my key light. Yes, it's been like a year since I've wanted to get one, and that means I can finally use the green screen, by the way, but I don't really want to. Like, I bought this thing like a year and a half ago, and I've never used it as a green screen yet, and I don't know, I kind of like the setup we have going on. Like, I don't really want to use it anymore. I think it's just nice there, sitting there. I have my light. The light makes everything easier. Now, again, as I said, once I get a DSLR, it's going to change a lot because it's going to make me brighter, but it's also going to make the background a lot darker and like, you know, out of focus and stuff. Because the C920, which I'm using and I've used for like 5 or 6 years, it's a really good webcam, but again, it's a webcam. It doesn't really have a big, a wide dynamic range. So again, once I get a DSLR, the darker portions like down here and kind of like around here and up there and stuff will be like way darker, and I'll be brighter. The green color on the wall will be a bit brighter. It'll just look a lot more vibrant and a lot more, you know, there'll be a lot more going on. So I'm super excited. I'm probably gonna, I even said I'm gonna get an SL2. Again, very cheap camera. Well, I say cheap, it's about $500, but in terms of DSLRs, it's pretty much the best you can get for an absolute dirt cheap price. I don't want to go broke getting a new camera because, again, a DSLR period is going to be a massive upgrade over that thing. But again, the lighting's most important. I wanted to get the lighting set up first. And again, I'm not even sure if you guys can really see a difference, but it makes it a lot easier for me in setting up my webcam to be able to get the lighting right and stuff. Whereas with my old lights, it was a nightmare getting everything right on the software side of things. But anyways, that's a quick update. I don't know if you guys are really interested in like kind of my technical talk. Like, I don't know if you guys have any experience with, you know, film or anything like that, but I don't know. I strive, and I know my reactions look fine the way they are, but I strive to make everything look and sound as good as possible. Just as kind of my own personal thing. I want to see how good I can get this to look. So it's kind of a personal project of mine. In fact, I'm actually going to get probably LED strips to go around the door here. And it'll maybe be like a different color. So for Hunter x Hunter, I'll have green and maybe red outlines to match the logo or something. I don't know. I have ambitions. They're kind of small compared to many, but hey, it's a side hobby to do during, you know, my normal reactions. With all of that out of the way, though, Hunter x Hunter 124. Last episode, we made a cut to Ikago and Welfin. Very good episode with them two. They kind of made up. We learned that Welfin was one of these soldiers protecting Gyro. And that he apparently had a, what did we say? It was like an abuse. He one of his memories was of his father strangling him, I think. His parents were abusive. Yeah, depressing stuff. Of course, we also saw the big, the big bomb. I was gonna say bombshell. I guess bombshell. The big bomb drop though at the end. Palm is possibly a Chimera Ant. I guess we'll probably see this episode, but I was wondering if maybe something like this would happen, but here we are. She's definitely got like, scaly or like reptilian looking arms. I think she's definitely a Chimera Ant. I don't know. Man, I'm curious. Again, my big question though is if she has become a Chimera Ant, where do her motives lie? Like, is she just automatically, all right, I'm an ant, I have to fight for the king, or I guess the queen, but there is no queen right now, so. Or what is she? Is she just normal Palm, but now she's a Chimera Ant? Like, where does she stand in all of this? I'm really curious to see that. I guess we'll find out by watching. So as always, link is at the top of the description. It'll take you to Vimeo. You can watch the reaction highlight there, and then head back here afterwards for the post-episode discussion. With that out of the way, let's get into the episode. All right, that was episode number 124. Man, that actually really hit me a bit. Surprisingly, it's been 124 episodes, and I don't think I've ever, been, sad to the point of tears in this show. Have I? I don't think so. Like, the show hasn't really had a moment like that yet, you know what I mean? But everything just bottlenecked for Killua, and just, man, when it hit me. It hit me. I was trying. I had to try to keep the tears from falling out, man. I'm not going to lie. That talk he had with Palm was just so powerful in, again, everything that he was saying, whether knowingly or not, he might not have even realized it at first, but everything he was saying was what he needs to do, right? Because Killua is the closest person to Gon right now, by far. It's just, and then also, yeah, that's all that really was. I gotta feel like he knew deep down when he was saying to Palm, you need to call out his name, you need to go to him, you need to reassure him that, you know, you're there, you're with him. I feel like deep down he knew that he was the one who, or he you know, needed to do that, but he just wasn't. I feel like the problem here, it's weird to explain again, but I feel like the problem is Killua subconsciously both knew that that's what he needed to do, but he also doubted that that's, you know, that he was the person for that. Of course, because he doubts whether or not he's even Gon's friend right now, because again, the whole, what do you mean by what is it, let's go or something like that? Just ever since that moment, and then when Gon, you know, told him, this is my fight, you're not involved, that's when he started doubting himself. But I feel like, again, subconsciously, through that talk with Palm, he knew that this was his place to be, right? It's just the doubt, and I think Palm finally took that doubt away. But before that, again, though, he broke down crying, and he said, there's nothing I can do. And again, it's such a sad moment, because Killua the entire show has been literally every single thing in this entire show that he has done for Gon, right? That's no beating around the bushes. I don't think, like, 100% what I said is a fact. Okay, maybe some minor things here and there, but Killua would not be involved in any of this if it wasn't for Gon. None of it. He's doing it for him, and he's doing it for himself, and, you know, for the two of them together to be friends, right? So, you know, just getting this far and having it all break down, that just destroyed him. But then, again, him saying those words was able to break the barrier for Palm and her emotions. And Palm, surprisingly, of all the people in the show, it seems like Palm was the one to kick Killua back into gear and say, hey, you helped me. You're the one who needs to help Gon. Only you can do this. And again, Killua broke down again. And I think this time it was because his realization. And again, I feel like deep down he was struggling with this. His realization that, you know, deep down he is the person for this, right? He is Gon's best friend. He is the person who's got to shake him out of this. Again, it's just all that doubt that was built up that he was struggling with has all been seemingly lifted. Hopefully it's been lifted. Hopefully, you know, he's confident that he can go back and fix Gon. I shouldn't say fix him, but get him back to reality, right? Because Gon is in a very, very bad place right now. Like, just straight up. Like, you know how in anime, or not in anime, just in anything, like, if we're getting to a point, like, I don't know, let's pick out, like, Goku against Frieza, for example. Just as a very generic example. You know how hype it was when Goku turned Super Saiyan, and then he gave his, like, I'm Goku speech and said, Frieza, I'm pissed at you. He went all rage and shit. Like, that was hype. That was awesome. But this is one of those times where you don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen to Gon. I don't. I want him to be taken back to reality and back to the Gon we know. So hopefully this can be a step forward towards that. And now, more so than ever, Killua has free reign to go back to Gon and to do what he needs to do, because there's nobody else here that can stand in their way. As of right now, since Palm's been defeated, she's been turned back, there are only the 3 bodyguards and Meruem. That's it. And guess what? Meruem, Poof, and Youpi are all out of the palace right now. It is just Pitou. So they don't have anything to worry about in terms of getting to Gon. They can go to him right now, easy peasy, no problem. Assuming Poof and Youpi don't turn around and come back, but I think they've both left Pitou. I don't think they really care about Pitou. For sure, Poof wants nothing to do with Pitou. Yuppie, I'm sure Yuppie just doesn't give two shits about any of the bodyguards right now. He's just going for the king. So I feel like Yuppie and Poof, if they were to find out that Pitou was in danger, like, because obviously Poof is monitoring the situation. If he found out that Pitou was about to die, I feel like they would leave her. I don't think they really care about her right now. So again, the palace as of right now is secure for the most part. Again, they just need to calm down the ticking time bomb that is Gon. Gon right now is the #1 most dangerous person in this palace to everything. Of course, don't twist my words. I'm not saying that Gon is directly stronger than Pitou. What I'm saying is, as of right now, in this moment, Pitou does not want to fight. She's not going to fight. She said, I will submit to you. Gon right now is the biggest threat in this palace to everybody, to himself even, right? Because if he breaks, who knows what'll happen. So they need to calm him down. That's #1 priority right now. Calm Gon down. And beyond that, I don't even know what they would do. If they do calm Gon down, what is their next step? Because again, they've been told, you guys do not need to, subdue the bodyguards anymore. They have been held back long enough. You guys can do your own thing. So they don't even have to go after Poof and Yuppie. Of course, also there's Knuckle and Melioron, Ikalgo. I wonder if they're all gonna kind of group up at the same time and go to Gon. And maybe it'll be like, I know it's kind of cliche and stuff, but I think it'd be kind of cool if they all went there at the same time. They're like, Gon, we're all your friends. We gotta pull you out of this. And he's like, oh, my friends are here. And I don't know. I feel like maybe that'd be a bit too cheesy, but it's one of the times where I'd be kind of okay with it. You know what I mean? Of course, Killua would be the most important person to be there and the one leading that, that mental attack against Gon to bring him back to reality. But I don't know. Of course, there is a chance that Gon's beyond bringing back right now. Because again, Killua's the #1 person to do it, but what if Killua still can't? Because Gon's not thinking like Gon. If Gon was thinking like Gon, he would have listened to Killua the first time, right? Maybe Gon won't listen to any reason at all whatsoever, even if it's still from Killua again. You know what I mean? We don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But this episode is just really, really good. Really, really good. We finally learned what happened to Palm that day. She tried to kill herself, but you know what's actually really ironic is she would have succeeded possibly had she not fought off. She definitely would have succeeded had she not subconsciously fought off Pitou's En. Because we know En itself, like Aura itself, is strong enough to kill somebody who's not protecting himself in Nen. We have to go all the way back to the Heaven's Arena arc when Wing talks about that, but he did state that Aura is enough to kill a person who's not protecting themselves. So even if Pitou didn't, or even if Palm didn't stab herself, she could have died had she not protected herself against Pitou's En. I guess you could argue that maybe it's Ren that's needed to kill somebody with Aura, but Pitou's En did severely mess up Noves. So, I don't really know, but regardless, Palm was already close to dead by stabbing herself. I think it's safe to say she would have died had she not protected herself. Again, just instinct. We're human. We do what we can to survive. That's what she did. She wasn't even conscious, I don't think. So it just kind of happened. And fortunately, she's been saved now because of it. And hopefully she can, live a happy life after this. Can you be turned back from a Chimera Ant? I don't know. But even if she can't, I mean, at least she's alive, right? I'm not sure if she'll be too upset about having like reptilian arms and legs. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but it's also a little bit off-putting in a way. She might have a harder time getting dates now, but maybe an easier time, I guess, with, the people that are out there in the world. Hell, I guess, people are going to be all over that. So it might work out in the end. but man, what else happened this episode? Mostly just, again, Killua and Palm took the spotlight. Mostly Killua. And a lot of Palm. Again, Palm had a lot of development too. The Palm we know before wouldn't have backed down like that after Killua broke. She would have just gone to her evil state or whatever it's called and just went crazy. But no, she calmed herself down as well through Killua. and she's accepted that she's not the one to save Gon right now. So, really good episode. I guess we'll leave this off, or leave it off with this last point. We did finally learn the process in which these soldiers were going to be created, which I was asking quite a bit. I'm really glad we got it explained. I honestly didn't think we were going to get it explained. I thought it was just something that, you know, was behind us and that's not going to happen anymore because the invasion's happening. But they did explain that they had run experiments on specifically Hagia. I can't remember his new name before he died, but and Chitu. They ran experiments, and you know, they gave them more emotions than normal, I guess. And I guess that heightened what they were able to do. And that was the idea, was to create soldiers with emotions and memories, but to have them tightly controlled, right? Looks like that didn't work because, come on, it's anime. The power of emotions are always going to win. If you're going to take somebody over, you cannot leave their emotions inside at all. It's just a cardinal rule from anime. I think Poof's got the right idea. If he wants to build an army, you have to do it of mindless soldiers. That's pretty fucked up to say, but of course they're going to be weaker then, but at least that way they have no chance of betraying you. They'll be your little minions forever. I definitely should not become a dictator. Let's erase that thought. That was kind of fucked up to say, but I'm just saying strategically, I think that would be the best option. So I think Poof has the right idea if he wants to build an empire, but well, maybe not. Again, because like I said, the soldiers would be weaker then. Maybe they wouldn't be effective at all if they were completely mindless. So I don't know. Let's just hope that Poof doesn't get the chance to build a new empire with the king. Let's just leave it at that. But anyways, I'm gonna end this off here. So as always, if you guys want early access and or the full length version of these reactions, click that link down in the description. It'll take you to patreon.com/FurioCoFilms, and you can check that out there. But with all of that out of the way, I do thank you guys for watching. Again, great episode as always. I'm ready to keep going. We'll be back with episode number 125 tomorrow. So until then, peace out.